Yeah, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Uh, we're going to be picking up from where we left off on the last tutorial. So we've been able to build some of our section in our home page. Uh, so now let's move to the next one. I'm going to build another one here, a new section. Okay, so we're going to drag in a two column row. Click on the plus button, come in here. Okay, no, and that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, just let me just use the undo button here. We dragged in we have a row here from the section we dragged in. All we need is a two column row inside of it. Yeah. So let's use the layer tree to target the row where we're going to create the padding. The first one, yeah, this one. So I'm going to add padding in the outer row. Yeah. So I'm going to give it. You unchain it here and give it 15 on the left and 15 on the right. Okay, so after that, what we're going to do next, we're going to drag in a hero banner element. Let me see which one we need here. Let's just pick any one. Change layout. So let's change the layout here. Let's use this one. So we're going to do the same for the other side. You can always duplicate this and drag it there. Okay, so we don't need the text. Okay, before we go further, let's bring in a row element. Oh, my editor is kind of laggy. Let's bring in a row element. Let's bring in a row element. That's where we're going to have our padding. Make sure to have it outside the row banner. No, it has to be inside. No. Okay, yeah. It has to be inside the row element. So we're going to drag in a heading. Yes, then we align it to the center and bold in it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to say, yeah, hot pick for you. So I like it and say hot pick for you. Okay, that's a hot picks for you. Okay, let's instead of doing it ourselves, let's capitalize it. Let's use this. Okay, good. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, let's delete this. We don't need this section. I don't know why it's editor is kind of laggy. Anyway, let's just bring in an image first of all. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me bring in this one. This is a PNG. I think this is a PNG. Yeah, can't really say for now. But let me give the hero banner a background color. Give the Urbana a background color. Okay, yes, it's a PNG. Trying to delete this. Okay, let me just reduce the text inside of it. How come I'm not seeing? Okay, is it? Delete this one also. Okay, then for the button, let's let's leave this one here anyway. Let's reduce the size of the button. Okay, and let's on the row banner, let's create a padding bottom so that the button can move up a bit. Say 20. Okay, let's select the button. So now we are going to add a border. A border. Go to the I think it's the shape section. Under this shapes settings, you select border. Select white. Let's make it give it a white border. Okay, this is looking nice. So another thing I want to do, I want to drag in a product element above the button. So just go to the search bar. That's one of the added features in GemPages. You can search for elements, but in version 7 you can search for elements, but in version 6 you can't do that. So let's use this one. Drag it above. What's happening? Oh no. So let's use this one. Oh, let's use this. I want it inside the hero banner. Just watch this. Okay. Yes, inside the hero banner. Good. So let's delete the elements we don't want. Oh, my editor is really laggy. I don't want this. I don't want the buy now button. But you know what? Let me go back. Let's use that buy now button. Then let's delete this one. Let me delete the other things I don't need. I don't need all this. Description, let's get rid of that. Price, let's get rid of that. The key price, product image, we get rid of it too. Let's reduce the size of the button first of all. Okay, let's work on the padding. Let's make this 10, 10. Let's make this 5, 5. Let's see if that works for us. What the size of? Okay, I think the button is full width, so we're just gonna reduce it to 60%. So that's better. Then give it a border. Give it a border around it. Change the color to white. Okay, this is looking nice. Let's change this text here to white. Change this also to white. Let's reduce the size of the price. Let's reduce this one also. Okay. I want to delete this product image. Okay, let me. Okay, it's gone. Um, let's align. Let's see. Oh, my data is really laggy. Okay, let's align it. Let's also align the bottom. Oh, oh, okay, it's looking better. So I think what we do now is let's delete this one so we don't have to rebuild from scratch again since we created it here. Let's just duplicate this one, this arrow banner. Let's duplicate it. Okay, so let's drag this arrow banner up here. Okay, so what we do now, let's change the image. But before we do that, I'm thinking we should or let's just um, let's change the image on this one. Let's change the image on this one. Or let's try this image and see if it works. So let's pick a different one. Let's pick this one. This one is it's kind of longer. Let's see if we can work on the height. Let's see, 400. Let's start with let's make it 600. 600. 100. Let's make it 550. Why this keeps? I don't know why this keeps happening. Let's make it 550. Okay, 550 is looking okay. Let's also change this one. Mm, let's use this one. Let's see. Let's work on the height. Let me work on the height. 550. Okay, this is looking good. This our text is now showing and our button is showing. I think we are done with this section. So let's move to the next section. And what do we have next? Okay. Okay, let's bring in, as we will do, as we always do, let's bring in our layout, a single row. Yep. So after that, let's bring in a two-column row. A two-column row. Oops. Yep, a two-column row. So now let's use our layer tree and target the first one. Section 6. So then we're going to give it a padding. So when you click on the padding, automatically it brings in the default 16 all around, but let's reduce it to 15. Click on it, unchain it by clicking on the box in the middle. Make it 15 on the right and 15 on the or 15 on the left and 15 on the right. I think that's okay. So the next thing we want to do is to bring in an image on the left column. So let's bring in an image element. Okay. So yeah, we bring in our PNG. Yes, because we're going to change the background of the section. The entire section is going to take a background color. Uh, background color of 242424. This one. Yeah, this is looking nice. So let's see if we can write a text over it. I just want to try this. Let me see. P element. Let's see. Let me use a heading. Heading. Let me ensure it's inside. Actually, it's inside. I think it's inside. No, it's not meant to be here. Okay, what we do, what I think we should do is let's first of all drag in a hero banner. Let me just delete all this because it's not achieving what I want. Okay, let's drag in the two row element. Sorry, let me undo this. Click on the plus button so we can bring in our two row layout, two column row. Then in this one, let me bring in a hero banner. So the advantage of an hero banner is because it has a layout where you can have text on image. That's just the idea. So let me select the hero banner I want. I always type hero banner in the search box, but since it's not far below, I can always bring it in. Okay, so let me select an image. Let me bring in an image, and that would be my PNG. Okay, so now you see we have a text here. Let me delete this one. Okay, I don't need a button. Let me delete it, but I'll keep the heading, and I'll just say cool, cool. What do I call this now? Let's say cool sneakers. Let me capitalize it. Click on the show more. Cool sneakers. Uh, okay, let me click this and see if I can target a row. Okay, it's just coming like that. Okay, so let me reduce the size of this text. I'm trying to see if I can. Let me see. Let me see if I can change the layout of this hero banner. Let's see. Oops. 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 Okay. So let me create some margin at the top. If it's to push the cool sneakers, let me bold in it. And create some margin at the top. let's say 40. No, that's not enough. Let me see on 150. Okay, let me reduce it. Let's say 120. No, because of the white edges around the sneakers, I want the text to show very well. Let me just say 100. Okay, this is looking good. So let me increase the text size to make it bigger. Hmm. Hmm. Reduce the margin at the top. The margin at the top. Let me reduce it so it can go up a bit. Let me say 80. Okay, this is looking nice. Let me see if I can drag in a another. Let me just duplicate this. Let me change the layout. Right. Okay. Okay. Let me then remove the margin on this one. Let's say 40. Let's say 20. I'll change this one to exclusive. Okay. Okay, let me change the color of the text because it's not. Let me see if I can find something more cooler than this. First of all, reduce the size of this one. We align it to the right. We align this one to the right also. Okay. Mm, let me see if I change the color, if I'm gonna have a better. Mm, oh, sorry. What oh, I actually changed the background instead. Let me try and get to the color itself. Okay. I think this is looking nice. But funny enough, I feel I should just make it white. Sometimes you have to just see this thing to see if it will work the way you want. Let me just make it white. So now we work on the right column. So what we're going to have there in the right column, first of all, going to have our countdown timer. Yep. So let me align it to the right. Okay, next we're gonna have, but you know what? Let me click on the two column row. Let me use by ratio and increase this one. Yeah, I think 7.5 would be okay. Next, I'm gonna bring in a heading element. That's down there. Okay. Let's see. Let me bring in a row so I'll be sure about this. So let me drag this into the row. Okay. So inside the row now, I'll bring in a heading element. So this is better. Change the color to white. Let's say take advantage of our back to sports discounts. Take advantage of our back to sports discounts. Okay, let me reduce the font size. Let me still reduce it a bit. Okay, let me bolden it. I'll reduce it a little more. Oops. Okay, so this one, let me align it to, let me align it to the left. Where's this padding coming from? This one is not having padding. Okay, I think I know, I understand what's going on. This is not inside the right place. Okay, so let me make the padding 0 left and right. Padding on the uh, on the row. Let me make it 0 left and right. Let's click on it. Just make it 0 on the left. I think that'll still be okay. So what we have next, and let me see if I can increase the gap between them. So let me just give this one a padding button of 20. Let's say 40. Oh, sorry. Let's make it a margin instead. Let's make it a margin button of 20. So that's okay. So now let me drag in a text element as a text block element and change this color to white. And let's say uh, I'll just select it and reduce the, make it 16. And let me the line height is kind of too much. Let me make it 120. Yeah, then I think I can make it light, just light. So let me see if that'll be okay. Let me make it extra light. Okay, so what do I see here? Let's see sport lovers. take advantage of our promo code summer sport lovers. Make use, let me see, let's just say make use of our promo code. Use of our promo code and 12 midnight. I'll say exclusion apply. I think this is nice. Okay, let me unbold this. Okay, this is looking better. So what we have, let me put a gap here. Okay, so next we have we're dragging a button. Just dragging a button. Yep. So we reduce the size of the button. By reducing the text size, that helps you reduce the button. So we say get deal now. Let's make everything uppercase. Get deal now. So we give the button a border. So you go to shape section, the shape settings. This is it. Give it a border of white. That's better. This is looking good. So for this, let's see if we can align this. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's not working. I have to. Okay, two sections. I think this is it. Let's see if we can align it center. Okay, this is better. This is much better. This is much better. Okay, I think we are done with this section. Okay, so I think we are done with this section, except that we can still reduce the size of the button a bit. Let me select the button. Okay, I think this is nice. So guys, what do you think about this? This is beautiful. See how we have been able to design our, our section. So we are going to move to another section. Here we are going to be using another layout, single row layout. Yep. So we're going to drag in another row inside of it. Then inside of it, we are going to drag in a carousel. So in the search bar, just type carousel. We're going to be using a 4-column carousel. Yep. So in each of them, we are going to drag in a text element. This is a text element. So for this row, For the section itself, let's give the entirety of it background color. Let's pick this one. Then let's reduce the padding. Let's first of all give it 0 top, 0 bottom. And the text, I'm going to reduce the size of the text. Let's see. Let's make it 16. And let's say, yeah, we say 60 days free return on 60-day free return. Sorry, 60 day 60-day free return. Okay, so we're going to give it a color of white. Give it a color of white. Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, there's one here. Let's see if there's a padding inside of it. Okay, let's take it 0 at the top and 0 at the bottom. Let's see. Check that once. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Drag it in here. Duplicate it again. Let's drag this one in here. Duplicate it again. Drag it in. Let's take this one. Drag it in here. Okay. So at this point, let's try to see if we can center. Okay, let's pick this section. Let's give it an height. I'm not gonna say no chance to give it an height because I feel that's too. Okay, let's just give it a padding. That should be okay. Let's give it a padding of 20. Let's say 10. Let's say 15 at the top. Okay, I think this is looking better now. So let's change the text. Let's change the text and let's say non-stop customer service. Non-stop customer service. Let's change this one to free shipping orders over on also $100. In orders over $100. So for the last one, let's say 100% secure checkout. Okay, this is looking nice. That's okay because what we're going to do next is to bring in our review. So for us to do that, as usual, let's bring in our layout, a single row element. Good. So after that, we'll bring in a 3 column row. Good. But let's target the outer one, this one, and give it a padding on the left and right. Um, Sorry, let me just find the padding. Okay, this. So I'm gonna unchain it and make this 70 on the left and 70 on the right. Okay, so that will be centered. So first of all, we are going to drag in an image, drag in an image element. Yep, we're going to drag in. Let's select an image. And let me see what we are going to use. Let's use this one. Okay, let's duplicate, drag it here, duplicate, drag it here. Okay, so now let's bring in another row element directly under the image, because there we are going to have some other item. So let's bring in a row element directly under this. Yep. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a star rating. So let's go to icon list. Is what we need. Yep. So after that, I'm gonna have an heading element. Gonna have an heading element. Drag it directly inside the row. Yep. So I'm gonna reduce it. Let's give it 16. Let's make it 18. 18. And let's bold in it. So we're just gonna say um, Femi Thomas. So after that, let's change the colors of this icon. We're gonna give it the normal star rating color. Let me try this. I think this one is more pronounced. Okay, go to the next one, change the color. Go to the next one, change the color. The next one, and the last one. So let's bring in a text element. Good. So let's change the. I don't know what. Let's just. I normally use blind text generator. I already have it highlighted. Let me just copy. Yeah. So let me highlight it. Control V. So now you can see that as I pasted it, it's looking awkward. That's because it's taking the style. It's an external text that I imported into the elements. So that's what we call rich text editor. If you highlight the whole thing, you see this tab here is a rich text editor, and it has the ability to analyze and the text you bring in, because that text is having a style. It's having an HTML tag. You might not understand that. For those of you who are not programmers or developers who don't write code, we have what we call an HTML tag. So it could be an H1, H2, H3. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. So it comes with an HTML tag and also a CSS style. So when the rich text editor sees it, it takes it in and overwrites the style in the editor. You understand? So for you to remove the imported style, you align the text and you just click on this crossed out T, and that does it. So now we are going to reduce the text size. Always try avoiding styling your text except you want to use a span or an inline style. Maybe you want to change the color of a word in a sentence. You want to change the color to highlight importance or emphasize something. But always try to avoid it um, because it won't be mobile responsive. When you go to the tablet or um, mobile screen, when you try to adjust it, to kind of be difficult because it's not taking the editor settings itself, it's taking the inline rich text editor, which has overwritten the the editor. I hope you understood what I meant there. So anyway, let's just make it 16. Okay, now that we have this is what I wanted. Let's create some padding at the bottom of this, the name of the person giving the review, or where's the padding? Okay, we're not going to use a padding. Let's use a margin bottom of 20. Is that be looking better? Uh, let's reduce it. It's too much. Let's reduce it. Let's make it 15. Okay, I think this is better. This is better. So now let's also give this one a padding bottom, a margin bottom of 5. Let's see if that works. Okay, that's looking more decent. So now we're going to take the row, duplicate it, just to make our work faster. We don't have to rebuild again. Do this, duplicate it. See, just like that, we're almost done with this part. That's cool. See, all we now need to do is to change the image. Pick this one, and let's change this one. Let's pick this one. Yeah, that's nice. So what is remaining here? Let's just change the name to make it look more real. Let's say Shim Emmanuel. I really don't know. I know Shim, but I don't know. I don't know somebody having the name and the surname. I'm just making that up. So let's say Bemi Bakare. Bemi Bakare. This is nice. This is very nice. So we are done with this section. Now let's move over. Oh, we are not done. There's one more thing we need to do. And we need to go out here and bring in the title of our, yeah. Then we align it to the center and bolding it. And we're going to say customer review. Customer review. So we can reduce it to 30. Okay, this is looking nice. So we give this section, let's give it a margin top of 20. Okay. So what we are going to do next, okay, do we need to do any other thing again? I think at this point we're just gonna design our footer. Let's just design our footer right now. I really tried. Um, it's been a really long tutorial. So let's design the footer as we always do. Bring in a row element. Ensure it's outside because it's a separate section. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bring in a two column row. Two column row. We're going to go to the outer row. Let's use layer 3 to target the outer row. This is the outer row. We're going to give it a padding of 70 on the left and 70 on the right. Yep. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to bring in three elements. That would be a header, um, it's going to say join us and score 100% gift card. Join us and score 100%, 100%, oh sorry, 100% gift card. Exclamation mark. So let's reduce the size. Let's give it 29. Is that let's make it 27. This is looking better. So what we are going to do is that this section, let's give it a background color because it's our footer. Do I love to design my footer sometimes? Let me select the section and let's go to background. Let me give it a color like this. So now we have to change our text color so that it will be pronounced. Okay, I think this bold, let me unbold this. It's too bold for my liking and I'll reduce the text size. Is that okay? So let me unbold it first of all. Let me go to more and go to medium. Font weight, let me choose medium. Okay, it's looking better. So next thing we need to do, drag in here is a text block. Ensure it's inside the row. Change the color to white. So what we're gonna say is I'm gonna say subscribe to our newsletter and stay up up to date with our collection and discount offers. Oh, well, let me just see with our latest collection. So we reduce the size to 16. That's nice, and let's give it a font weight of light. Let's try thin. No, let's use light. Let's use extra. Let's try something. Okay, this line height. Let's reduce it to 120. 120. Um, let me see normal notes. Let me see extra light. This is looking nice. Let me reduce it a bit again. Okay, then let me reduce the width. It's 100% full width now. Let me reduce the width to like 70, and then let's use 80. So that's okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do next is to drag in um, a newsletter element. We have an element called newsletter. This is it. Drag it in here. Okay, we're going to work on it. Reduce this. Okay, so we're going to work on the buttons size. So say submit. Let's touch this one. Let's work on the size also. So that's looking okay, but it's not the way I want it. Let's see. There's a row holding both of them. Let me share it. Let me reduce its button size. Okay, this is looking better, but still it has to go down a bit. Let's reduce the size more. Okay, and let's reduce this one a little bit more. Okay, so this is looking better. Okay, so the way I solved it was to give it a full width of 100%. I had to give it a full width of 100%. So that solved it. So on this right column, let me create a gap here. So you can always create margin right inside the editor instead of going to the settings. See why I like V7? Very easy. You see it? Yeah, this is okay. Yep. So now in this right column, let's drag in a two row element, two column row element. So in the first one, we are going to drag in an heading. Yeah, I'm going to change the color to white. And we're going to say links. And we're going to capitalize it and reduce the size. Let's say 17. No, that's too small. Let's make it 20. And that's fine. So what we're going to do next is to bring in a text element. To bring in a text element. Yeah. Let's reduce the size to 17. Change the color to white. We're going to say shop. Shop. Let's see if we can make it lighter. Um, Font weight. Extra light. Okay, so we're just going to duplicate this three more times. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to have shopping and return. Shopping and return. Shopping and return. shopping and return, shopping and return. Let's reduce the size. This size is still too big for my liking. Let's make it 15. Let's make this one 15 also. 15, 15. So I'm gonna say about us and contact us. About us, about us. This one's gonna be contact us. Okay, I think we are done with that. The only thing we need to do now, let's just give each of them some gap in between margin bottom. So in your case, you can take your time to ensure they are the same. Let's see, it's only 6. Let me make it 7. Let me just do it from here. Okay, so now we're almost done. So what we need to do is to let's duplicate this. It's the same header we're going to use, so no need of doing it. So yeah, we're going to just say connect. Yep. So what we're going to do next, let's drag in a row element. Yep. So then after that, we drag in a two row element because we're going to have an icon and text. So for this, we are going to reduce it like this. Yeah. Let's make it 2 to 10. So let's go and pick an icon. Pick an icon. So you can see the concept I'm using. So I had to drag in, first of all, a single row element so that when I drag in two row elements, they will be aligned. You understand? So that's just the idea of this drag and drop page builder. If you get the concept, you'll be flowing with it. So let's bring in a text element for this one. So for this one, let's say Facebook, Facebook. Let's change the color to white, and let's change the text size to 15, and the icon also, let's change it to white, and let's select Facebook. Let's search for Facebook. Facebook. Let's use this one, and let's pick the style. Let's say bold. Let's still check if I think bold is okay. Let's say bold. Let's say field. Um, Bold. Okay, so what we do now is that we are going to reduce the gap in between them. Since every two row column always have a gap in between them. So let's reduce it. Let's make it 4. Now let's make it 0. Then let's make them vertically align. Okay. uh, okay, instead of using, let's select the column carrying the two row. See why I like to use layer tree. You can see I'm having difficulty. Okay, let me see. This, I think this is it. No, it's not even gotten it. So let me use layer tree. I don't want to waste time. After this one, we have two column row. Okay, that's it. So what we're going to do here, let's use fit to content instead. Good. Then we're going to give it a gap. Let me try gap of 4. I think that's looking better. Okay, so what we just do, we are going to duplicate this 3 times and we'll be done with this tutorial. For the next one, we're going to say Twitter. Let's take a Twitter icon. Let's select a Twitter icon. Twitter icon, but I want the one of field. Yep. So change the text to Twitter. Okay, this one we'll change it to Instagram. Instagram. That's one field here. Uh, wait, let me do this again. Instagram has several types. Why am I seeing only this one? Okay, let's take this one and let's try bold and see. Okay, then the last one, let me change the text. Come on. Instagram. Instagram. So the last one is gonna be YouTube, of course. If not YouTube, what else? So we're gonna search for YouTube. And of course, we don't want this one. Let's use field. Let's take this one. So just come here, YouTube. Yeah, this is looking awesome. So we can space them out. Well, let's just leave it like this. Or should we space them out? Let me see. Because that's going to take a bit of time, and I don't want this tutorials being too long. Oh, come on. Let me give it 6, oh, 5, 5, 5. Oh, only for this one. Let's see. Yeah, still 0. Let's make it 5. I think that's good. So you see what we've done here. Thank you guys for watching. We have just built our own page, and I want to show you guys. I'm going to create a lot more other videos about Shopify and GemPages. Teach you how to create an online store in GemPages, because GemPages also have its Shopify has its native page builder, its native editor where you can use the various settings to adjust the way your store looks, but the only that is limited. That's why we have page builders like GemPages which gives you free control on how to adjust settings and the layout and feel of your store. So I'm going to teach you how to create a product with Shopify, how to um, get collaboration access. Maybe you want somebody to work on your store, you give them collaboration access. How to translate. Maybe you want to extend to the international market. You want to start selling globally. Have a global reach. You can translate your store to the language so that your customers will have personalized experience. Creating increasing your conversion rate in different region and all that, boosting your sales. There are a whole lot of things you can do with Shopify. I mean, if you're not using Shopify, I really don't know why. It's really awesome. And you have other page builder like Pagefly, eComposer, but I'm going to focus on GemPages for now. Maybe later in the future we'll explore. So I'll be coming up with great videos for you guys. You can always ask me in the comment section what you want me to teach you guys about. I'll be glad to do it. That's my job to teach you guys. So I hope this was an awesome one. Thank you for watching. Please ensure to hit the like button and click the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to the channel. Stay tuned because I'm going to be coming up with more videos. More videos. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.